What you said, bro?
Tonight, it is all
You can
on the
say it, cuz.
line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy
I
as the
feel like the
reigning
villain
NFC
anyway, man.
champions taking on the
Want
champions
everybody to
from
see
the
it from the other
NFC,
angle.
the Carolina Panthers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with the whole world watching, at the end of this game, at the end of tonight, one of these two sides, they get to etch their name in NFL immortality.
No doubt about it. They hold up the ultimate symbol of victory in this league, the Lombardi Trophy. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Young off the play fake. Steps away to his left. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
Running right, here's Sanders. 20! And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now on their opening drive of this Super Bowl. He's been reliable all year, and he continues that reliability here on the biggest stage.
And when we were in a production meeting with the offensive coordinator, didn't he kind of mention, maybe even smile about the idea of running the football? It's worked well for them.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
To throw, Young. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Young with it. 3rd and goal. Touchdown! Terrace Marshall from 17 yards out. And the Panthers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. On 1st and 10, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Third and long for Love. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now Sanders. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Now here's Young. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, green. Black shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And for a 2nd straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 3rd and 2. Love with it. Out to his left. The flag comes in. It's incomplete. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. He broke that line of scrimmage and then let it fly, and that's an automatic flag.
Yeah, and you know, you don't just lose the 5 yards there, but you lose it down as well. So he obviously needs to have...
That was bullshit, cuz I ain't gonna hold you like that. That's the 1st down.
Or throw it to a target and get that pass away.
Running straight ahead is
Jacobs.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Cuz had a 1st down. He tried to slide, and he made him throw the ball even though he passed the fucking line of scrimmage. He had a 1st down. I'm not about to, no. That's whole shit.
He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Striker, 3-3.
Off the play fake, Love. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Love looking to throw it. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
2nd down, Love. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 2.
Can't let him get loose,
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw now. Here's Love. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Throwing. Love. He's got his target. That's complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Davis is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Throwing there, but this pass is going to end up incomplete. Down and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Carlson is good. So a conservative decision there, but it does put him on the board.
And I know the players hate it, the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Carolina.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, That theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that
Okay, that's why I kept him.
the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly
That
what
nigga still like a 94 speed. Okay. Shit ain't going nowhere. 33 years old.
Here's yet another kickoff. And he'll elect not to run with it. And the fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Love now. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Love to throw for it on 4th. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Manda. Beetle blue. Light blue. Set, go.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 63 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking in the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is because you got to get his attention because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down. Young. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Bryce Young, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
this is a great decision right here. Out of the pocket to his left, and he knows if he waits too long, the defense is going to be all over him. So he makes a decision to go and wins the race to the pylon.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Young. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Watch out now. 50 Fury. Go.
Young on 3rd down. To the sideline and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this 3rd quarter at their own 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now, their chances of hoisting that Lombardi trophy not looking too great, but perhaps that long halftime, maybe it did them a world of good. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Looking to throw, Young. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, the guys who are paid to make the tackles deserve some kudos there, but I think they deserve even bigger ones because in that situation, they had to be thinking pass. Loosened up defense, going to pass coverage. Instead, maybe they surprised them a little bit running the ball, yet they rallied to it and stopped them well short of a 1st down.
Now Young on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and the Panthers are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
Young on 1st down.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it for a Panther touchdown.
Jamison Williams,
48 yards.
and the Panthers are starting to open things up here in this Super Bowl. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening it up. You may get some playing time in this one.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboards.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They go with Jacobs. And he will be out of bounds well shy of the marker. So that's a turnover on downs. Great job defensively. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, Young. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down. Trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Tyree Wilson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 94 yards rushing for him now. A big part of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This from 54 yards away. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Almost time for the final act of this NFL season as we are now through 3 quarters in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love fires that quickly outside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And quickly, they get to the line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's a 2nd and 8. And now Love going to change things up.
Check. Ready.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Watch out now. 50 Fury.
On play action. Love to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Yeah, cut. That was crazy.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing.
That's cold, bro.
Run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll take this one down near the 15.
just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now 2nd and 9.
He called just a baby. He called me the GOAT. He said just a baby GOAT. Yeah, he called me the GOAT. They said I'm the GOAT and just a baby GOAT. Crazy word. Yeah, he lost to Willie convincingly. You saw how Willie played against me. I told him, I'm like, bro, I barely beat him last year, bro. It's not a problem. You won't believe me.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion.
12, 10. Striker, 3-3. Switch, yellow. Set, go.
Sanders will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he will get
I'm just trying to run time out, cuz.
Touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Tucker with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Now this is
Yeah, that was crazy work, cuz. You gone. Crazy work. And look who chasing him. He couldn't catch Turner. Y'all seen the crazy work? He couldn't catch Turner. I mean, Turner couldn't catch him, but then he couldn't catch Turner. Y'all realize that was Turner chasing him last time. It's crazy how that worked out. This shit, cuz. Way to read the fucking hole. I couldn't do nothing about
If you
that.
don't get energized after a kick return, well, then your team just doesn't have any spark. We'll find out if this is the start of a big comeback or just cosmetics as we go along.
Good game, cuz. I'm proud of you that you got here, boy. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Facts. I already know it. You've been killing all year, man. Proud of cuz, boy. Cuz been fucking killing.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off. 143 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better really as the night's gone on.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Cuz, hell, boy.
They'll go again with Sanders. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
That's been that all game. Okay.
It's always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth
That ball
quarter.
punishment just now.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Black shot. Blaster. Six. Ready.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
That nigga trying to spin, bro.
Incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. Blocks have been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops from one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On second down, Love once more. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Yeah. Because Troy said he gonna be busy as hell tomorrow too, huh? So yeah, we might as well get all out of the way tonight.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll take this.
Good shit, cuz. I'll see you next year, boy. Good game.
That's it. It's all over. And the Carolina Panthers are your Super
Bet it
Bowl
up, cuz.
champions.
I got it.
And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
Yeah, boy, that nigga crazy, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Yeah. Same thing last year, bro. I was about to say, Willie, yeah, he was right there every time, bro. Like, could have went either way. Yeah, I can't accept that fumble out. Yeah, y'all know I'm going to keep it a real. I'm going to keep it a bill. I couldn't expect to accept that fumble, bro. Accept that. Y'all know me, I'm going to keep it a bill.